radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
Janelle, celebrity vocal coach right here, and I am a part of Give It Life.
And ratchet, we
And
bringing
real extra ratchet, raunchy.
That'll be everywhere, like.
What we got coming up? Other shops is upstairs, but we down here by our houses, man. This nigga got hit to walk off the set. We leave that up to Vito.
Out the river, sip it up. Your necessary, me, I back it up. Make your hips swing, lean and up. Till you lose your head, then you join the walk. Head ya, girls here, get it in. Till your phone start ring, ding, 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 ding. And I be my way to him. Zim, my boyfriend, killer, how you hit. Shim, I got the night simmering. When see me in a style, I never see you in. Beep, we on the way, and we're glimmering. Wet like a summer drip, in the head. I got him, I don't. I got him, I don't give a fuck. I got him, I don't. I got him, I don't. We open up on my foot, same time. Then I want no me time. Tell you got for chillin' at the meantime. Come and feel like but one pop it pen, you like me pop a rubber band. Body like a bag of money, team me rubber band. You love me body, slap up, you love me body, wine like a happy hour.
I bet some of y'all didn't know I had a tattoo on my hand. I did. I got that so that was like years and years and years ago because I said I will never go back to corporate America. And I got a tattoo on my hand to remind me that I will never work for someone ever again because I wanted to make it so that if someone was to be like, why is there a tattoo on her hand? Anyway, first shout out is I sound a little like sexy, rough voice because this asthma is killing me. It was killing me when I was younger. Then I get rid of it, but I guess it went on remission. And as you get older, the asthma comes back when the pollen count goes up. It's insane. So if you hear me cough, I do not have COVID. I have asthma, and it's kicking my butt. And the other thing I wanted to say is shout out to my son. Love you. Mama said knock you out. He went to nationals today. Well, he was at the beginning of the week, but he won his fight today. That's right. He gave them the New York style, and we're in Detroit, but it was Detroit versus New York and Baltimore. How's he like to say? New York born, Baltimore raised. So yeah, you did that. He won that fight, and it was a good workout. Let me tell you something. Them Detroit legs, they were strong. He gave my son a run for his money. He won though, but he was tired. I could tell. When I was watching, I was like, woo. Good fight though. So I'm in the hotel. See, I had to come to y'all. I didn't leave y'all. I went back up into the hotel room so that I can talk to y'all. So let's get into it. my first thing that I want to get straight into it about, after I gave blessings to the sun, is a couple of things I've been hearing about. But it was interesting when I was walking around here. You know, I'm a talker, so I'm talking to different people and women. And it was funny because we were talking about eating in restaurants. And someone said, "Oh, I like to eat expensive." And I said, "Well, what do you consider expensive?" Because you know I'm a foodie. Hold on. See, you can hear it now. You can hear that bronchitis. Anyway, so I said, "What do you consider expensive?" And she was like, "Well, what do you mean?" Because I like to eat expensive. And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, because I really like to eat good food." She was like, "Well, am I paying?" I said, "What do you mean if you're paying?" She was like, "Well, if I'm eating by myself, I don't want to spend no more than $60, $60, $70. But if somebody else is feeding me, we can spend, 150 and up." So I said, "Wait a minute. So you eat at nice restaurants only on dates?" I said, "So then you don't eat at nice restaurants?" And she looked at me like I offended her. And I didn't really know her, but I had to tell her, "You're dead ass wrong." So my thing is this: I actually have a problem with this, and I know some women are not going to agree with me, but I am a true believer that if a guy comes up, okay, so here's my true belief in this. If the guy comes up with the restaurant, you didn't ask him, um, or anything like that. He says he's going to take you on a date, and it's a really nice, expensive restaurant, but that's because he's taking you. Cool, if you've never been there. But I have a problem with women who have never ate anywhere really nice, but they only considered eating somewhere really nice as long as somebody else is fitting the bill. I got a problem with that. I honestly do. This is sad. Hey, Wild Thoughts. Hey, Tyrone. You gonna pay attention? You might like this one. Um, yeah. I'm sorry, ladies. I have a problem with you. You should treat yourself or custom yourself before you ask somebody else to eating at a nice restaurant. So if you never took yourself to a nice restaurant, I don't believe you should ask men to take you to a restaurant that you couldn't even afford yourself. Now, if he offers, that's different. But I mean, do not go and pick the most expensive thing because it's expensive and you just want to eat there and you never regularly would just eat there. And I'm not saying you should go to cheap restaurants. I don't believe in you going to like Fridays or anything like that. But if you heard about this restaurant where it's $300 a plate, and you never went to a $125 a plate place, and you're asking and demanding, talking about, "I don't want to go out unless you take me there," it's kind of phony. Now, if you're talking to the guy for a while and you said, "I would like to experience that," that's something that is on my bucket list to do. What's up, Wiz? If that's on my bucket list to do, and then he says, "Oh, I want to do it too. I want to take you." I get it. But demanding that on a date, well, no, if you want to date me, this is where you got to take me. And your ass never went to an expensive restaurant yourself. And you get there and you don't even know what the glasses are. You don't even know that that's a water glass to the juice, to the wine, to the champagne glass. You don't even know your stuff. I really got a problem with people who want to go to expensive restaurants and don't know how to use all three forks. Hello, people. I need you to know how to use all three forks, both spoons. Okay? I need you to do that. Actually, there's three knives because there's actually a butter knife, the regular butter knife, but there's actually a real butter knife, like a bread butter knife. I mean, that's a whole nother story. But okay, let's just not do the advance. Let's just do two knives. Okay? But understand there's a different glass for water, there's a different glass for wine, there's a different glass for champagne. There's a different glass for things like brandy and whiskey and things like that. Where your napkin goes. Like, where are you supposed to do with your knife after you buttered your bread? What is the proper way to hold your knife so they know to take it away? Mm-hmm. See, what I'm saying to you is, if you want to eat at these kind of places, I'm gonna need you to know the eating etiquette, okay? Because you're playing yourself. So you're asking for things that you're not ready for. So if you're going to ask to go to an expensive restaurant and ask to do things, let us understand that we need to do some research. We need to learn how to identify all the proper plates and things that I'm talking about. Also, if you want to go to nice places, here is another thing. Just because they let you in doesn't mean what you're wearing is the correct thing. That's another thing too that I've been looking at. And I'm talking to my black people, okay? And I'm saying it. I'm saying it. I'm not trying to stereotype, but I'm telling you. Because it's y'all that I'm looking at when I'm going out that I get upset about. I don't care about nothing going on with nobody else. I'm going to tell y'all right now, just because they let you into places does not mean it's right. There is proper attire. When you are eating plates that are $200 a piece, so that means you're spending $400 to $500 on food, there is proper attire to wear. And a lot of it doesn't show your nipples, your stomach, your midriff, your ankles, your legs. And the only thing covered is your butt crack and half of a nipple. That's not how you dress. Okay? It's not. Loud, being ridiculous. And then, people like to say, well, I can afford it. I can do anything I want. No, that's not true. I'm going to need y'all to get it together when y'all asking for certain things. So for me, I'm just saying, this is why I strongly believe that you should date yourself before you want other people to date you. And dating yourself means exposing yourself to the way you want a person to treat you. So that's all that I'm trying to say in a nice way. What I'm trying to say to you guys is expose yourself to the way you want to be treated. How is it that we're asking people to treat us certain ways, buy us certain things, do certain things, and we don't expose ourselves? You, as a woman, need to take yourself to eat at a nice restaurant and go nice places to expose yourself, to see what you like, expose yourself, feel the atmosphere, explore your palate in your mouth, taste different foods. You can't be going places and thinking, they're not going to have macaroni and cheese. They're not. And they're just not. And collard greens. It's not going to happen. Understand some French cuisine. Just expose yourself. Watch a couple of cooking shows. So you say, that might be interesting. I might want to try it. And guess what? All of it doesn't have to be super expensive. So, I'm just saying that for those who like to say, I want to go to very, very, very expensive things. You can go to a pretty decent, it might cost you maybe $70, $80 to eat by yourself. And you can have some really nice, different cuisines that are still gourmet, and expose yourself to other cultures besides French. There's Mediterranean, and there's Asian fusion, and on a higher, like a little bit on the higher end. Expose yourself, treat yourself, do those things. Too often we hear people talk about bucket lists. You should create one for experiences. And this is something that I did. And I'm going to tell you on a personal note how this happened to me. Because unfortunately, my mom passed away at 46. And the thing I remember about being little is my mom used to always say, oh, I want to go here. I want to go here. Now, we went places, but she always said, I want to go here. I want to do this. I want to do that. And you never know what life brings you. And one of the saddest things that I can remember about her passing away, besides, your mom passing away, was I really realized my mom didn't get to do a lot of things that she said she wanted to experience and see. And that left me with, I don't want that to happen. So at that moment in my head, I was a lot younger, but I had a bucket list in my head, and it continues to grow. When I see something, when I want to experience something, I jot it down and I get to it. Even if I just do it one time, even if I hate it, I can say, okay, I've been there, I did that, I saw that, I taste that, so forth. So I really believe in people making bucket lists to do stuff. So taking that same concept, you should make a dating bucket list for yourself and for what you would want to bring to the relationship and things that you want to talk about that you want to go. Because often too, as women, what we do is we expect the guy supposed to guess everything. They're not mind readers. And so when you're talking and getting to know someone, that thing that a lot of people don't do now, because what we do is we fuck and then we get to know. And then we realize, I don't really like this person. And if the dick is good, then you stay a little bit longer and you're confused. Or if it's bad, you're out. But the point is, the foundation is backwards. We don't build foundations anymore. We build sex bonds and then maybe foundations depending. And a lot of times we just fucking and not getting to know and fucking for 2-3 months and then you're like, ooh, I don't like that he does this, I don't like that, he don't like to do nothing, this and this and this and that. And then unfortunately sometimes babies are born and then now you're stuck with this person for the rest of your life. And then this is where we be talking about, I can't stand my daddy, my baby daddy, my baby mother. It's just a toxic thing afterwards. Some people, it just stays toxic. Anyway, that's the chain. So what I'm trying to say is try to break it and learn to talk to someone first. And see, when you have a conversation first and you say things about what you are looking forward to and where you would like to go, you say to that person, if they don't have something like that, you say, well, you know what? What's 5 places that you would like to go? 5 places you would like to eat. And you say, these are the things that, these are 5 places that I would love to experience. Do you have any? If they don't, say, you should think of them. Let me know. Next time we talk, how about you look up some restaurants or some different things you want to try so that we can have experiences. And sometimes we don't even have to call it a date. Like sometimes you're like, let's just have a food experience. Let's just have this. Like my thing is getting to know someone. You can't do it. That's what dating was really exact. I don't know what's wrong with me. It was designed to do. And I think we're forgetting that. And we're wrapping too much of everything around it. So I really feel like we need to get back to the basics. We need to learn how to date. We need to talk about it. So that way we have an idea of what to do. So when you're also talking about some of these restaurants, just even little things to do, things that have nothing to do with a lot of money. And because I believe that coffee can still be a date. Because I heard that debate too. Because people are like, going to coffee with somebody is not a date. That is a perfect first check on you, check the temperature date. It really is. A coffee date in the morning. If someone goes, let's just say somebody, hold on, here we are. Let me see what this says. Oh, what's your 5? Oh, my 5 restaurants? My 5 restaurants are probably in Vegas. That's how I'm going to talk to you. Now, where are we talking about? I'm going to put a rain check on what I was saying about coffee, and I'll answer Wiz's questions. It depends on what you're talking about. But my first 5 that I'm going to come up with, I'm going to ask the person, would you like to go to Vegas? Because my first 5 is in Vegas. Definitely in Vegas. 3 of them in the Venetian, 1 is in the Cosmo, the other is in the Bellagio, and 1 is in Caesar. And they're 5 restaurants that I like. I would tell the person, we can, let's meet in Vegas. Because I'm older. I'm, if I'm younger, you might not be able to do that. But in the age range that I am, I'm hoping that you're able to be like, yeah, we can meet. You can get your hotel, I can get mine. We could do our restaurant dates in Vegas. That's the type of person I am. I'm going to say, hey, let's go. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts. Okay, back to the coffee dates. Here's the deal with this. All right. So if you're from New York originally, because New York originally, we are Dunkin' Donuts people. But I've moved from New York, so I got a little Starbucks spoiled. So, living in Georgia now, they're Starbucks people. It's kind of crazy because I have 1 on one side of the road and 1 on the other side. So 2 days after the week, I'm going to Dunkin' Donuts, and the other 2, I'm going to Starbucks. I'm going to go for, if you're going for a breakfast date, I'm going to say Starbucks because you can make up drinks in Starbucks. I would tell the person, let's meet at Starbucks, get some coffee. And, while we're talking, I would say, you want to try my mixture, what do you like to mix together? You know, you can have a little sandwich there. It's a little bit more bougie, I think. So I think Starbucks is a good little breakfast thing. Now, if you know a nice little coffee spot, y'all in New York, y'all in downtown Manhattan or Brooklyn, anywhere, if you know like a little coffee spot that you know they have different mixtures, that's always good. Then you know if a person is into healthy, they have healthy coffee. They got coffee they can add stuff. Like this is what I'm saying. When you're done getting coffee and a little something to drink, I promise you, don't spend like $30 on each person. You can spend $50 on a little coffee morning date. That's what I'm saying. When people think coffee's not a date, what are you talking about? Where y'all getting coffee at? And that's the truth. Let me see something. I should have had my glasses on. Both, but I don't. Okay, if you don't drink coffee, you could drink tea. You can still go and get tea. Or, hold on. Listen, I got an answer for that. Your meetup drink doesn't have to be, it could be coffee, it could be tea, or you guys know the what's the name drinks, the what do they call the bobo drinks or whatever, the ones with the little balls in it, or you know the little, you know what I'm saying, they got the little mixed drinks. Them things is like $16. You can go to one of those places with desserts. Like we have some in Georgia where you go get the drink like that, and they got little desserts. They have all kind of custards and pop. I mean, little all kinds of little sweets and different things. Like I said, by the time you're done, you don't spend $50. So that's a nice little. Let me meet you. The whole idea of what I'm trying to say is you don't have to sit down the whole dinner for the first type of date to me. I think it's a good idea to do a little meetup. Even say, hey, let's take a, you know, if y'all both are dog lovers, let's take our dog for a walk and you bring the person something to drink. Like, you know, you can just get a regular type of, you can get a kombucha, it's just as expensive too. Like, I'm just saying, meeting and just doing first contact doesn't have to be a full dinner. I think it's a good idea to meet up, make it short, see what the vibe is, see what the temperature is, little conversation, see what the attraction is, kind of feel it out a little bit, then go on a date. Hold on. I like the frozen chocolate from Dunkin' Donuts. Oh yeah, see? The double chocolate from that's what I'm saying. Pick, I don't care what you pick, or do both. Like, I don't know. Like, you could ask them what their favorite is, and y'all could do a little comparison. Y'all can meet up. Here's my thing. You can meet up and say, you bring me a drink, I'm gonna bring you what I drink, you bring me what you drink, and see if y'all like each other's drink. All I'm trying to say is first dates don't have to be this expensive thing. It could be something, come on guys, y'all use your imagination, something where you talk. This is why I do not believe in movie dates. I don't. I think movies is for when you know each other a little bit more. For first dates, second dates, I think the movie is terrible. Because we sit and we watch the movie and then maybe we talk afterwards. It's nothing, it's annoying when someone's watching a movie and they're talking. That's fucking annoying. And I'm just telling you that is. That's not a good date. You know, movie dates are not good dates. It's not. Like, that's for dates like further down. Those are not good first couple of dates. You don't really talk. You know. That's why y'all talking at dinner, not the movie. Bowling's better. Because when you bowl, you talk. You talk shit, you talk. Bowling's way better to do a date. Those, what they call room trap, the trap room things, those are good because you have to conversate to get out the room. You actually can see the way a person thinks and strategize. Those are really good. I just think that you want to do something interactive where you have to conversate. Those are better first type of dates. That's my take on that. And it was just interesting to me because the young lady was really like, a couple of women were just like, I only do expensive when someone's taking me on a date. And I just disagree with that. And I'm going to go jump into the thing that I wanted to talk about in the first place, because I don't want to take up all the time on that, which was funny, is a lot's been going on Instagram and a couple other sites about how many times do couples have sex. Now, I got the real numbers and statistics, but this is crazy. I want y'all to realize that if men read the numbers, they wouldn't want to get married. So my ladies who are in relationships and who are married, listen to me closely. I'm gonna need you to fuck your husband more and your boyfriend. That's all I gotta tell you. These numbers is scary. It says, when a person's been married over 7 years, the typical amount of times that they have sex is 1 to 2 times a month. Have y'all lost y'all ever picking minds? If I was a man and I read that, I would never get married. And I'm dead ass. I'm gonna need y'all to open up your vaginas more. And I'm not gonna say it any other way. Look at my eyeballs. Open up your vaginas. That's crazy. But anyway, so here's the average. They have the numbers. They have the numbers going up. When you think about a year, I want everybody, when you're listening to this, try to just think about how many times you think you had sex for an entire year. It's very interesting. Because even in couples, if you're talking, let's just say my people who are between 40 and 50, they're saying if you are having sex a lot at 40 and 50, once a week is a lot to them at 40 and 50. Yep. LOL. Once a week is a lot at 40 and 50. Are you listening to me? Once a week. There's 52 weeks in a year, so you're only having sex 52 times a year. And that's considered a lot in that age range. I'm just in awe. Like, people are really not fucking. I'm just like, in like, whoa, what's going on? They're not when they're in relationships. Like, that's so crazy. What's going on? We need to have more sex. That's why people are grumpy or something like that. But yeah, that's something. So not only they've been talking about that, how many times they've been having sex. The other thing is how long. So women want sex longer, but the average time, when someone was saying that maybe 30 minutes, people are saying 30 minutes is too long to have sex. I was in awe. I need y'all to tell me, do y'all think 30 minutes is too long to have sex? Now, I can answer that professionally. On personal levels, I don't think 30 minutes is too long to have sex. Like, are people only having sex for 15 minutes? That's still long. So, like, the average time is like 11 minutes. 11 minutes? What do y'all do? That's it? 11 minutes. 11 minutes once a week. No wonder people are angry out here. I'm just really thinking about that. 11 minutes once a week. I don't know about that. I think we need to work on that. That's not enough. But then when I ask some women, they like to say that they want to get it over with. So they don't mind. So it's like a cross between. Some women are minding. Some women like, that's too much. Like, they don't have time for that. To add that in. And I'm saying to myself, is that the attitude? Because I don't know. Because then I hear a bunch of women saying that men are not pleasing them. But then you don't want to have sex long enough to get pleased. This is very confusing to me. So the man is not pleasing you, but then you don't want to have sex over 11 minutes. He's like, how the fuck am I supposed to fuck for 11 minutes? So everybody's just fucking unhappy. We're going to have to find some mediums here. And the thing about it is, if you come to it, either one of you come to the idea, if you're in a relationship, if sex becomes a chore, then of course it's not going to be desired as much. So we have to start thinking about how we represent sex inside of our relationship, how we represent it in our house. Is it represented like, yeah, babe, I'll get to you this week? Is it represented like, damn, I gotta fuck my husband or fuck my man this week because I don't want him fucking somebody else? Because when you do it like that, are you really putting in your best fuck? I'm really asking. I want us to really start thinking about that. when you put it in that category, it's like, well, yeah, I guess I gotta get it done. Do you think that rubs off even when you're pretending like you want to do it? It's like, babe, can you suck my dick? Okay, 1 minute. Let me go ahead downstairs and do the dishes. And let me just put a load of laundry in. Yo, my show comes on at 9. All right, so I'll suck your dick and fuck you like right before that. But we're gonna be done because I want to watch my show. Now, honestly, how is somebody supposed to feel about that? And I'm saying this because this is why the side bitches, you want to say it like that, side bitches and side hoes are winning right now. I have seen recently a few men who have left their wives and actually married the side hoe. Like, that never used to happen. Like, how the fuck is that happening? How are we letting this happen? Or they cheated and they married the other side hoe. Like, how is this happening? I'm gonna tell you how it's happening. You see what just happened just now? That's how it's happening. Because you know how they greeted? Babe, I couldn't wait to suck your dick. As soon as you get in the door, take your pants down. Let me suck it right now. I don't care if it's a little sweaty. Let me go ahead and suck it. Oh, I just want to fuck you. You look good. You smell good. You just this. I dream about you. I think about you every day. Did you eat today? Did you do this? You want your pussy? Do this. Do this. With a smile. That's how the fuck they winning. Because they're not supposed to be winning. So I'm talking to those who are in relationships, who are married, who have a boyfriend, fiance, I don't know, whatever relationship you're in that is actually a title that actually exists. All right, guys, I hope you can still hear me. If you can't hear me, Al, let me know. Sorry, I'm away, so I'm on my phone.
Oh, we can hear you fine.
Okay, perfect. Yep. So I'm saying this is how the side chicks are fucking winning. So I need you to start thinking about it, even if you don't feel like doing it. Seem a little more enthusiastic. And I'm talking to people, in long-term relationships, in relationships. If you're getting into one, I'm telling you this. I understand how you can get into the rut. He can get on your nerves, all sorts of stuff. But I promise you, it's a lot more exciting for him to, be with somebody that wants to do it. Because if you really think that they always want to do it, they don't. It's just that they know what the game is. And I understand they don't have all the added pressures, but we have to get on our jobs, and so do guys. It goes both ways. But I'm just, saying in relationships, because I'm looking at these numbers, people in relationships are not fucking their man. So, I know it sounds like a little bashing going on for women today. It's not a little bashing. I'm just looking at some numbers, and I'm just speaking some truth about some numbers. We fucking up. That's the truth. Wives, we're fucking up. We're not doing what we're supposed to do. And I'm going to put it like this. I don't care about the fact that, yes, I understand you have to take care of the kids, the house, all that. That's all good. I know that already. We know what we signed up for. And so we can have that discussion later on. We think it's not a fair trade, but it is a trade in different things. Because the man there's some things that he has to do. Because you have to understand that when you're in a relationship and when you go live with somebody, or even if you're a boy, you know what? Let me address it right now really quick. And I can get it on a later show. I can get into more detail. But I'm going to address something really quick. What I want to say is this. It's funny because, I stand by my women when they're right. I do. But sometimes we're not right. And I'm going to tell you how we have to think of it in the opposite way. You got to understand this. When a man gets into a relationship, when he becomes your boyfriend or husband, two different things, more responsibility on the husband, but when he becomes a boyfriend, he automatically, it's like driving your car off the lot. When you drive your car, you buy a brand new car, you drive it off the lot, it automatically depreciates, right? I want you to understand this. When he immediately says that he is your boyfriend and commits to you, or even your husband, this is what happens. He gains more bills. Do you understand that? He gains more bills. It never goes the opposite way. I mean, very rarely that, when the woman makes more money, but let's just say in average, more majority. Let me use that word, majority. Whenever a man gets to be someone's boyfriend or husband, he's definitely losing money. As soon as that happens, boyfriend losing money, but more when a husband. And I say this because it's true. Yeah, so you have to fuck him more and have other responsibilities like, clean the house and do stuff like that. But if you pretend that you was a man, just think about this. He has to now take on your bills. Even if you help with some bills, he's responsible for your bills. He's responsible to take care of you. He's responsible to still take you out, do stuff around the house, as far as paying for stuff. Hey, babe, I need $10. Hey, babe, I need $100. Babe, I need this. Babe, I need that. Babe, I need this. And then, whatever holiday is coming up, you need to buy me this. You need to do this. You need to pay this. You have a car note. If you get married, you going to go on his insurance. Or y'all merging insurance, like this. If his job has better benefits, you want to go off your benefits of your job and go on his. Why the hell would you pay benefits if my husband got benefits? Why would you do that? So guess what you do? You get to keep more of your money, and then you're going to go on his benefits. He's going to start to pay for family benefits. And have you looked at how much family benefits cost? If you haven't, take a look. And if you never had benefits, and once you marry him, you get benefits because he was doing single, but now he's doing family, you probably never paid attention. But go ahead and take a look about how much they take out his check every 2 weeks. It's a couple of $100 for health insurance. That's some real shit. For real. It's a couple of $100 every 2 weeks. That could be $400 or $500 a month now that he has to pay. Then, dental, eye, depending on what's going on. If you got glasses, you're going like, damn, I got to add good vision. So that's something different. I got to add something to that. I got to add a little more something to that. Vacations. He used to pay for a little vacation and not even really go on vacation because he didn't care about vacation because he was just a guy. Or maybe went on a little vacation, like whatever. And before, when he was going on vacation, he was just kind of chilling in the house. Now he's married or got a girlfriend. He got to go to Jamaica, Mexico. She want a real vacation. Not one sitting in the house watching TV. Who's paying for vacation? When you got a boyfriend, who pays for the vacation? Even if you help him a little bit, you expect him to pay more of it. Or, like most women, we don't want to pay for the vacation. Babe, I want to go on vacation, but babe, I want to go on vacation, but I want you to pay. So he has to pay for the vacations. And if he's definitely your husband, he got to pay for the vacations, which he no longer can decide where he wants to go because most of the decision is going to be yours because he wants to make his wife happy or his girlfriend. So it's not going to be sitting around just watching football or doing stuff like that. It's going to be what she wants, and definitely it's going to cost us money. Then you're going to need your hair done. You're going to need some nails. You're going to, want to do all the other stuff. Start thinking about it now. Yeah. So when you get into a relationship, Christmas becomes important to them, Valentine's Day, all of this stuff. Not saying that you don't spend no money, but let's realistically think. When we get into a relationship, a man ends up spending more money than women. Come on, guys, it's true. You know what I'm saying? We benefit from the titles, and we need to understand that. So, like I said, I can elaborate more on another show, but that's why I say, don't talk about, well, I got to clean the house, I got to cook, I'm tired, I don't feel like fucking him. No, you need to fuck him on the regular. Suck a dick on the regular, seriously. Like, for real. Because y'all just thinking, yeah, he don't really have to do nothing. There's a lot more of protection and providing on his shoulders. Your problems become his problems. And I'm not saying that we don't get any of their problems and we don't help, but it does. You know what I'm saying? He takes on that responsibility. And, and I'm going to even say it, and like I said, some people are not going to like this. If you come with an addition, he's also taking on that too. So we aren't thinking about that. When you bring a human being, you love your human being, you have your human being, and you want him to love your human being, and you bring a kid with you into a relationship, it's even though if that kid has a father, it still becomes his responsibility if y'all live in his household. Just think about it. If you have issues with the baby father's paying child support and you want to get something for your child, and like you're living with someone or you're married to them, you think they don't hear or say that? So then they go into the household budget or even themselves and be like, well, you know what? If he didn't get the sneakers, he didn't get the thing, I don't want him to be upset or her upset. Let's just get it. And then people say, well, I use my own money. Now, that's another thing I'm going to say. People, well, I use my own money. I help out. And that's cool. I'm not saying that women don't help out when they're together. But let's really, really think about this. Sometimes without being in a relationship or, having a boyfriend or having a husband, when you were by yourself as a single mom or even without kids, you had to use your money to pay a lot of stuff. And so when you get into a relationship, it frees some of your money up so that you can actually buy some of the stuff that you wanted. You don't have to save for it as much anymore, different stuff, because there's other things that you're not taking care of anymore that he is. So your money is freed up a little bit more. So we don't think about it like that. So you got to understand, if somebody, let's just say it this way, if you were paying your whole rent and a car note, boyfriend comes along and he starts paying, if y'all live together, if somebody's, I'm not into 50-50, but let's say somebody's into 50-50. The point is, if he pays 50% or something, you still have that other 50 that you're not paying no more because you're in a relationship. So it frees it up. Even if you pay another bill with it, it frees it up. Or if, he just said, he just pays for your hair, nails, all that to get done, that money that you used to put out so you can be dating and catch him in, now you have in your pocket to do something else with. That's why I say he gains a bill when he puts a title on it. So with that bill that he gains, please, ladies, let him start gaining some more pussy. Okay? That's what I'm trying to say. That's all. He's paying some bills. He's giving you the title you want. Give the man some fucking pussy. These numbers are terrible. Fucking your man once a week, they're saying that's actually on the high end, and that rarely happens. Meaning people are fucking their man twice a month. That's fucking ridiculous. For 11 minutes. 22 minutes of fucking a month. Oh, fuck y'all. I wouldn't get married either. And I'm about marriage and relationships. But dead ass, if those numbers don't change, I'm not blaming these men at all. If I was a guy, shit. Something y'all got to do a lot of shit to convince me with those numbers. 22 minutes of fucking a month. And I got to pay bills and shit. Oh, hell no. I ain't marrying no y'all. Oh, wait, I'm a big bill. Limited sex. You better stop it. You better get some more sex. I'm not going to touch that one. I'm not going to touch that. Now, this is not for you. I'm not saying this is for you. And next time some of you women come on my line and email me or come talk to me, asking me why men are cheating all the time and why men are cheaters. 22 minutes a month. And you asking me why he's cheating? I'm going to need y'all to do better. That's why he's cheating. And I love the ones who tell me, I've been married for 5 years and I never sucked my man's dick. Okay. We're going to leave that for another show. That's what I'm going to tell you on that note. How you suck your man's dick and you married? It's yours. You have a ring. It's not a cock ring, but a diamond ring. And you not sucking the dick? It's yours. Your dick. And then you're bragging? No, ma'am. He'll be all right. You don't want me to say what I'm going to say. I'm not touching that one. I'm not touching that one. Well, I'm telling you, if he got a lot of money, he is going to be all right. Don't say nothing. Y'all wrong. That's like I say, y'all wrong. Whoever got a whole man, I don't care. I'm gonna say it to you. If you have a whole man, if he married to you or your boyfriend is long time, y'all wrong if you're not sucking his dick. That's like I said. And you want him to eat coochie too? That's not right. That's not right. No, that's not right. All right, so let me do a six. From now on, I said I was going to do to myself this note to self coming true. I was always going to give a sex tip for every show. So most of y'all got the roses and stuff like that. Ooh, baby, you need to have some sex with the roses, with your man. Have him hold that rose on the clit and bend you over and do it doggy style. Sex tip fire. And so if you're going to be doing sex for under 11 minutes, that's how you do it. You put the rose on the clit and do the back from the doggy style. Yeah, you can do that under 11 minutes and she'll be happy. And then it come all over the place. There you go. See, I'm saying if you're going to do under 11 minutes, you're going to have to do some good shit. And that will be some good shit. You're going to have to do that. You are. And I wanted to tell y'all, I actually going to put them up on the website. There are these sex gummies. Ladies, about 45 minutes or an hour before sex, you eat these 3 gummies. It helps with the water flow. Yes, baby. It helps with the water flow. It gives you a gush. You should use the gummies. I'll be in New York soon. I gotta bring everybody some gummies. They don't got nothing in them, but just natural stuff to help with the water flow. So I'm gonna let y'all know about that. I'm at I just went to a show and they have the gummies there. The gummies are excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. But anyway, that was my wrap up for, let me see, what time is it? I can't see the Al, what time is it? Al, where are you? Because I'm on my phone away. What time is it? I can't hear you. You sound far away. I can't hear you. Is it 9:30 or what time? Al, I really can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, it's 9:50.
Okay, I got 10 minutes. I wasn't sure. What happened to you before? You was doing something?
No, I'm sitting there watching you.
Al, what you doing in that studio? You got some new stuff out. Anyway, I'm teasing you. So, okay. So I was going to talk about the guys. Let me see what I was going to say about the guys. So here's the thing. Guys got conditioned to getting, when I was reading the article and I was reading the numbers, a lot of people are saying, even the guys are saying sex every day is too much. That's way too much. So now I'm curious. I saw ways that you were listening. Do you think sex every day is too much? Al, do you think sex every day is too much? As a guy. I'm not asking what you personally do. I just want to know.
Yeah, I think every day is too much. You tend to lose your desire after a while because it becomes a routine, and you don't want it to be a routine. You want to
Okay.
feel that thing that really takes you to the next level. So you want to take a few days so that you can get that desire back, so that you have that want and that urgency. You know what I mean?
Okay. So you don't feel like so sex every day, that would not be pleasing to you. Like she's willing to do it every day. That's like,
I
that's
mean, if she feels like she needs it every day, then I'll do what I have to do. But again, she has to understand that, after a while, I'm not going to be in the mood
okay.
because
I
it's
got
the
it.
routine.
No, that's what the numbers were saying. Men don't want sex every day.
No, and that's
They had it.
that's a big misconception with women. They think that
Yeah.
men just want it when the wind blows, and we don't. When we young kids, and between 15 and I would say 22, yeah, the wind blows, it gets hard. Okay, we looking for something. But after you become mature and you got a life and you really got substance in your life, it's not about sex every day.
Ideally, what they were saying, ideally, they were saying 3 to 4 times a week is like on, but that was in the younger age. They had age brackets, and the 20s and stuff like that is what the desire was. Not that it is me, but that was the ideal desire. When you came down to the numbers to like maybe your 40s and 50s, now this is very interesting. The men were saying once or twice a week, but the women were saying that is not enough.
I can believe that, but see what you're a certified sexologist, so you know that men tend to lose that
Yes.
libido, the testosterone is not where it used to be, and it's not that they don't want it. It's just that Johnny ain't working like he used to.
I was going to say that. The ability is, I don't think the desire is, so this is the thing. I don't think the desire is gone. It's the ability. And I feel like, that's a really good show on its own because that's a difficult thing when you get to a certain age where you realize your body parts are not matching what your desire is.
Right.
And that can be quite depressing.
Or it
And
becomes
you have to
stressful.
learn to cope
Yeah.
because then you're not going to be able to perform the way that you want to perform. And that's frustrating. And I don't think that we realize how frustrating, if you can imagine, that is. Because one thing about women, we can lose our libido. Don't get me wrong. But when we lose our libido, it's like, just don't fucking touch me. And then that's just the attitude sometimes because during menopause, like some women lose their libido. But one thing about it too is the difference between men and women that we have to understand is when a man loses his ability, he's really not going to have sex because he can't get his dick hard. So, but here's the issue. When a woman loses her libido, it's up to her. She can say no, but here's the thing. If she had to fuck her man, she could just use some lube and do it.
Right.
She can get, a man can't just make his dick come up.
Right.
But a woman can just take some lube and just pretend the whole entire time. And keep it moving. And be like, I hate doing it or whatever. I don't feel like it, but I'm gonna do it. Because she has the ability to be able to continue to do stuff even if she's not in the mood. Mentally that's a different stuff, but I'm saying even mentally, if she doesn't want to be there, the vagina will still work. Once you put the lube in and then get it in, the vagina is going to react and he's going to be satisfied. But she can rub it, kiss it, slap it, but the dick ain't getting up. The dick ain't getting up. Period. If the mechanics are clogged or not working, men can't just make their dicks get up.
Right.
It just
But
doesn't
that's,
work like that.
but that's why it's important that when we're young men, that we have mentors to teach us what we need to do as men. The biggest thing is exercise. Continue to make sure that you exercise properly and that you eat properly, and that will help you stand the test of time.
It's not just the eating. Here's the thing I'm gonna say. I'm gonna add to it because you're correct. I'm gonna add to it. One of the biggest things too is y'all gotta be very careful when y'all younger the way y'all drinking. All this drinking, you think it'll catch up with you. Drinking has a lot of sugar. And we don't understand, especially in the African American community, how much sugar intake that we're taking. White sugar intake, it is killing our men when it comes to sex when they get older. That diabetes, that sugar is messing up their mechanics.
Mhm.
And you have friends and you see this, you guys don't, and this goes from women and men on this one. Water, not juice, not iced tea, not Kool-Aid. Water. A lot of men don't drink water. Like literally drink agua. Like
Right.
they don't do it. They don't touch it. They think it's water inside the juice, so it's okay. No. Oh, I love my sex. What is this? 3 days a week. Yo, I love that. Yeah, 3 days a week. There you go. Sorry. Water. Please, for God's sakes. Men, like there's a lot of times I know men that don't drink water at all. At all. Just plain water. They're like, water's in the juice, water's in the soda. That's not the same.
But it's also the type of water that you drink, because too much regular water, can cause you to dehydrate. That's why it's important that you drink something with electrolytes or something with a good pH balance in it.
I like the alkaline water. I mean, alkaline water is a game changer for a lot of things.
Mhm.
The thing is, things are more readily available now.
Right.
10 years ago, you couldn't be in the supermarket. You had to go drive the West Bubblefuck to go get some alkaline water.
Right.
I mean, shit. You got alkaline water in kombuchas at the corner store now. Like, seriously, we've come a long way. We got to do better.
Mhm.
Alkaline, yes. Alkaline water is really good for you in so many different ways. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, this is not like it's so hard to find anymore and it's so, like, ridiculous. It's right there. And we got to do better because you're going to be crying. You're going to be crying when you get to 45s and the 46 and the penis is not working. You're going to get they got two kinds. They got a remote for one of them, or you can pump your balls and then it makes your penis inflate. Just letting y'all know. They got that one's a little bit more expensive than the one that just stays hard and they just crank it up. These are the choices. Because and here's the thing, that blood pressure medicine, it restricts the blood vessels. So I'm gonna give you some medical knowledge. The reason why blood pressure medicine messes up erections and causes problems with having sex is the same thing about the diabetes and sugar and diabetes. Both of those things in different ways, but it has the same results, restricts the blood vessels. So, if you don't know, I'm telling you now, how a man's penis gets hard is the blood goes there and through the vessels it goes there and it makes the penis hard. So what happens is when someone has blood pressure medicine, it restricts the blood vessels. And it makes it smaller and it makes it harder for the flow to get there and stay hard. That's why I like to call those gummy bear dicks. They're kind of hard but kind of soft, like the color floppy. They don't, yeah, that's what happens. Same things with diabetes. The sugar restricts it in the circulation. Diabetes messes with your circulation. That's why diabetics with nerve endings and different things. So it messes with all of that and it messes with the function of the penis. So this is why they're not getting hard. And then if you have high blood pressure and use a
What happened?
there you go, I'm sorry. Here we go.
Oh,
What does this say? I heard diabetes for oh wait. I had diabetes for 22 years. It's crazy. On females too. Circulation, yes. Ooh, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, the phone. I'm on vacation, y'all. Yes. So the thing with that is if you take one of those blue pills, the problem with those is it increases circulation. It does all those things, but if you have high blood pressure, it brings your blood pressure up. So this is why that is bad. So there's a lot of people who have high blood pressure, they can't take pills like that. And now they have different pills. It's not just the blue one, but they all pretty much work the same way. Very dangerous for people who have high blood pressure. Also, it dries out the sinuses for some people. It gives them headaches for some people. It messes with their vision for some people. These are all the side effects of those type of pills. So some people just can't take them. So that's why it's a problem. So that's not always the answer because people are like, well, I can just do that. No, you can't. And again, like I'm saying, it messes the side. There are side effects for women too. It's just, the thing about women is you got to think about it. They're entering us, so we have a little bit more tricks that we can do versus what they have that they can do. So the moral of the story is you got to start taking care of yourself from the beginning. You got to start drinking water, watch what's going on. It's super important, especially if you want to be doing that sex 3-4 times a week. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and do that. But Al, I'm gonna get out of here because I'm gonna go down and see, like, congratulate my son in winning his fight and go eat dinner with him. But I'm gonna see y'all next week.
Your necessary, I back it up. Make your hips swing, lean and up. Till you lose your head, then you join
I
up.
love talking to y'all. I have some surprises for y'all.
Until your phone start ring, ding, 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 ding. In a be my way to him. Zim, zim, boyfriend,
Yes, babe.
Shim, shim, I got the night simmering. And see me in a style I never see you in. Beep, beep, we on the way, and we're glimmering. Wet like a summer drip, drip, dripping away. I got him, I don't. I got him, I don't give a fuck. I got him, I don't. I got him, I don't. You pull up on my foot, same time, me no want no me time. Tell you got for chillin' at me time. Come and feel like